One of the biggest additions to NASCAR Heat 3 is the Extreme Dirt Tour. We put in Eldora Speedway last year. It was our only dirt racetrack, and it was so popular that we wanted to enhance the dirt racing experience. A lot of these drivers got their start racing super late model dirt cars.
I think the biggest thing that I brought from dirt that helps me in a cup car today is just throttle control, just being smooth with your right foot and being able to put the power down.
Beyond that, in the variety of the racing itself, we've added 8 new dirt tracks to the game.
We've got a dirt road course in there. We've got 2 fantasy ovals. We've got a number of real-world dirt tracks. So at Charlotte, the dirt track there, the dirt track in Vegas, the dirt track in Texas. We also have these hybrid dirt tracks, which are real-world tracks, but they're real-world asphalt tracks, and we put dirt surfaces on them. So at Bristol and at Richmond, you will be racing in these dirt hybrid tracks.
Hot seat races are what earn you like eyeballs. They're what earn you contracts for the upper series. If I'm in the Extreme Dirt Tour, I'm going to get Camping World Truck hot seats, meaning these guys, for whatever reason, can't race, and you've been selected as someone they want to give a shot to. And if you do well, they'll notice you and you get a full-time contract offer to go to the next series.
Yeah, it's definitely a stressful situation, you know, just going into a situation where you really have one shot to kind of prove yourself. So just try to make the most of all those situations, and it was a big relief when I got the call that I was going to be driving it in 18 full-time.
Last year we started down this path of you working your way through multiple series, starting from the bottom, getting to the top, becoming a Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion. This year, a really cool thing that we added was an ownership mode. So really you can be a driver and just race, or you can choose to start your own team, build up your own car, build up your own staff, your facilities, enhance the car based on how well you're doing. You have to earn money, and as you earn money, you can put that back into your team and make it better, and go through from bottom to top that way as well. In addition to hiring and training your employees and spending money there and upgrading your facilities departments, your suspension, your aerodynamics, and your engine, you also have to buy the car models for these employees to work on. So you need to get a chassis for each track type that you're gonna see while you're in a series. For example, you're gonna need a chassis that runs well on super speedways. You're gonna wanna buy a chassis that runs well on road courses. You're gonna wanna buy a chassis that runs well on short tracks. Ideally, you go out there, you do well, you make some money, and then you reinvest that money that you make back into your cars so that you can actually race more competitively on these different track types as you get more chassis types.
You're only as good as your race car, and that's obviously something that you learn as a kid, but it's very important at this level to have a great race car behind you and a great race team.
As you progress through the weeks in your career, you'll have to upgrade the cars and work on them to get them ready for the race. So you can do that a couple weeks in advance. If you've got enough personnel, you can assign them to your short track car, even though your short track race might be 2 weeks away, but you can get them working on it and get them prepared for that race.
One of the most important things of being a successful race team is you've got to be able to plan. You've got to lay out your chassis selections. You've got to start preparing your race cars well in advance of the time it is to go to the racetrack.
In career mode, you can either be a driver or an owner in the same series. You could choose to be an owner, say in the Xfinity series, and then after that year is complete, you're like, I don't want to be an owner anymore. I'm tired of managing that team. You know, a bunch of misfits or whatever, whatever your reasoning is. You can become a driver if you get a contract offer, and you can race in another car. And then after that season, if you decide I still want to race Xfinity, but I kind of miss being an owner, your team's still there. It's still there. You go back and it's where it was. So all the money you spent upgrading that team, you can still go back to that if you want to go back to it. You can race in all 4 series at the same time. So you can be an owner in the Extreme Dirt Tour. You can be a driver in the Camping World Truck Series. You can be an owner in the Xfinity Series. You can be a driver in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. I mean, you can interchange that. So there are a lot of options to kind of keep you entertained and focused on what is best for you while you're racing.
Pre-order now at NASCARheat.com.